Hey Capricorn, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your monthly reading from my Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do consider all of these monthly readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that it is the right time for you. Alright, Cappies. Pulled a few cards to start you off. The first card that came out, it's number 28, which breaks down to a 10. 10 symbolize completions. This is movement. So this card says that you are in a time of positive forward motion. Right? It's positive momentum forward, as you might be coming out of a period of restriction, but this is a new stage that you're in. It's time for new discoveries. You could feel like maybe you want to take a trip, or change something, or even move, like your home, your address, or your business. Regardless of what it is, you can't remain where you are anymore, right? You feel compelled to go forward. So no matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form, and doors that were previously shut might begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind, right? So the fog could be lifting. You might know what actions you need to take this month. This isn't a time for fear, right? Let it go and move forward. And then we've got number 39, protecting treasure, in reverse. And this card reminds us that you are protected and divinely directed. You could be trying to protect something that I just feel like there's a lot of mental activity here. You could be trying to protect something, or there could be a feeling like you might too easily give your loyalty to those who haven't earned it. But this is a time to assess your loyalties and to discern whether they're being returned in kind, whether what you're giving is actually more than what you're receiving, or if what you're being asked to give is imbalanced. Or some relationships are made for convenience, and some favor one side over the other. Vulnerability born of fear may lead to being taken advantage of, or a feeling of being taken advantage of. But perhaps the imbalance in your relationships is due to a conscious choice that you've made. Just make sure nobody's being hurt in the arrangements, either you or others. If you believe that you found some kind of protective refuge, just be aware that there may be a price to pay. And you always have to give to receive. But you may want to reassess whether you're compromising yourself in any way to maybe achieve an illusion of safety. But this card wants you to stay true to your dream, and remember that the angels and spirit and the universe will bring the right people your way to further your path of your highest good. Remain cautious and be conscious of the give and take in all relationships and projects at this time. Then we've got number 31, which breaks down to a 4. 4s create stability. Dry desert. Now is the time to dig deep for inspiration and for truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. feels like life could be presenting you with opportunities that seem to kind of yield nothing. Maybe you feel like your ideas have dried up, or like you're on kind of an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert. But this card reminds you that there's times when you're meant to be resilient and journey through harsher circumstances. You're being required to conserve your energy until, after consistent effort, you reach the oasis that you're searching for. You can consider the creatures that live in these conditions, right? They've adapted to thrive in spite of outer environment, right? In a desert, water, which is, of course, essential for life, can be found deep underground, right? So it could be time to go deep within yourself right now. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is that you're asking about will not be found in the conditions that you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. So even though this may not seem like the most productive time, looks can be deceiving. This is actually a really important place for you to find what's truly right for you. And then we've got number 43, which breaks down to a 7. 7 is a very analytical, logical number, right? So this is about using your mind. In details. So the most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. It's a time to pay attention. It's time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Right? Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. Okay, when this card appears in a reading, it's time to, it's a sign to finesse a project or to make small but meaningful gestures, or to add a personal touch to your correspondence. But there's something, what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, Capricorn, just pay attention to the details before, not after, when it's too late. Okay, clarity and transparency are key here. Okay, you can gain great understanding, Capricorn, by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, facial expressions, all reveal the larger picture. Pay attention to the details. Let's get you some astro dice, my Capricorns. Okay, we've got Neptune, which is the planet of dreams, the subconscious. In the 10th house, which is your work, your career, your status, of Libra, which is about partnerships and balance, right? It's the scales of justice. It's about finding peace, being diplomatic, being fair. Let's get you some tarot out here for my Capricorns, Sun and Rising. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So luck could be turning in your favor, Capricorn, if you allow it to. We got the Fool. The Fool is a new beginning. It's the very first card in the deck. It speaks to trusting in the universe, trusting in the path that you're on. And it also speaks to taking risks. And then we got the Lovers. So these are all three major arcana. So there's big energies taking place for you right now. Even if it doesn't really seem like a lot is going on in your life, it just feels like there's actually a lot under the surface of things. Again, time to go deep. The Lovers does speak to relationships, but it also speaks to the choices that you make. But your mind may be a little busy right now. This is my meditation card in reverse, tells me that, and I was already kind of picking up on that, there's a lot of mental activity. It's interesting, it came out on the dry desert. So again, there's that need to go deeper, to really pay attention to the details and to clear your mind, because some ways of thinking might not actually be, you know, the best for you. Yeah, look, we got the Hangman in reverse. It's like, I feel like almost like somebody is like kind of stuck in their own way. And this is a need to dig deeper. Yeah, this is a need to dig deeper and to get a new perspective, to look at things differently. Let's get you some animal spirits. We got the bee. This is about working together with people. Working hard. We got the dragon, which has come out in, I think, almost every reading this month. The dragon in this deck corresponds to the third chakra, which is our center. It's our place of our personal power. And this is about seeing one's true nature. And also about seeing your own true nature. Getting real honest about yourself and clearing out the things that just are no longer necessary. I feel like somebody is holding a lot within that hasn't been looked at or kind of like brushed aside or thrown behind, and now this is an opportunity to clear out some of those old ways of being, the old people, places, things, ideas that are just no longer serving you. And I really feel like ideas is a big one. Like there could be ideas or beliefs that you're holding that are not true. Okay, so this is a time to clear out. We got the earthworm. The earthworm is about coming from darkness into light. It's very intelligent. You have all of the intelligence within you. And the fish is about adapting. It also speaks to traveling, but the fish has a tendency to kind of like lose focus fast. So always going from one thing to the next without maybe looking at the details properly. Oops. And the fire ant. And the fire ant did want to come out in reverse, which talks about like somebody that argues a lot. There could be some control issues here. There's a lot of anger, rage. This is shadowy fire energy. Yeah, I just feel like somebody is really like holding on to a lot of anger, a lot of animosity. There could be some gossip here as well. Somebody gossiping. And the oyster speaks about the need to share something. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Is like, you know, the oyster, when it's shut, it's closed. It doesn't reveal what's within, which is this beautiful pearl, right? Yeah, I just feel like somebody is holding on to something that is not helping them. It's not helping them at all. There could be gossip keeps coming in. There could be gossip that it could be harmful. It's time to see things more clearly, Capricorn. It's time to, you know, the hawk can literally like see the smallest thing. You can zoom in on a small detail. You can also see the big picture. The hawk is a very intuitive energy. You got the lizard in reverse, non-committal, flaky, elusive energy. Any more messages from the Capricorns? Yeah, the vulture in reverse. You're holding on to something, Capricorn, that doesn't need to be held on to anymore. It's hurting you. It's time to release what this is. And I do feel like this is an idea. Somebody doesn't have all the details. And there's a need to get clarity here. There's a need to get honest with yourself. There's a need to move forward here. This could be actually affecting your love life, whatever this is, your relationships, whatever this is that you have been holding on to. And I feel like it probably even goes deeper. The Scorpion reverse is jealousy, resentful energy, spite, unresolved issues that are literally keeping you out of balance. You could blame others. There's an energy, the stingray could like quit easily or put shit off on other people. The unicorn in reverse with the deer. There's a need to get observant. There's a need to see more clearly here. The unicorn speaks to the third eye. Your inner vision is blocked because there's something that you have been holding on to, Capricorn. There's a need to get very receptive. The deer is a very compassionate energy. It's the mother. There could be something tied into the mother here, the feminine energy. Yeah, this could go back to mother. I think there's something, Capricorn, maybe that happened, some kind of trauma with the mother, and now it's coming off in your relationships. There's a lot of anger, spite, resentment that you're holding on to. And this is an opportunity to clear this out, to reveal your true nature, and to step into this new cycle, this new era I'm hearing. The dragonfly in reverse has a busy mind. Can't concentrate. There's too much shit going on. Again, the meditation card came out in reverse as well. So there's a need to really get your mind in a good place and in a better place, Capricorn. Behind that is the otter in reverse. You could be like keeping busy working. I know Capricorns love to work, but it just feels like, well, the otter in reverse can make excuses, can, again, with that theme of like putting shit off on other people instead of facing your own shit. Let's get some advice for you. Go with the dragon. It's the Dragon Riders Oracle. New deck I got for my Capricorns. We got Lazuli and Sunshine. Be careful with your words. With some you can harm yourself, so speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. Again, be careful with your words. With some you can harm yourself, so speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smiles to be your adornment. On the bottom, we've got Zadkiel and Grazalu. The time for being passive and accepting begins now. Let go of all desires. Be patient and prepared. The right moment will come. Everything has its time. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like to go deeper on this, feel free to reach out and set up a private reading. Do make sure you are subscribed, hit the notification bell, jump into the comments, let me know you're here. Love you guys.